Hey guys! Okay, welcome back to my fun chats. As I've promised you guys, this is one of the new series I'm gonna introduce in this month, okay? So in this series, like I've promised you, all of you, this is gonna be all about me. I'll be sharing with you guys my favorite books, my favorite series, movies, and much, much more, okay? So today I'm super excited to share with you guys one of my favorite English novel, okay? So today I'm gonna share with you guys my very first English novel that I read and one of my favorite, still remaining my favorite. This is the novel I was talking about right up there, okay? The Invisible Intruder from Nancy Drew, okay? Now, before I talk about the story itself, I'm super excited. I was a crazy fan of Nancy Drew. I just love her, because you know what, when I was young, okay, I loved to watch this X-Files series. I don't know how many of you knows that, but that was one of my favorite series, and I used to go crazy for Agent Scully. I used to dress up like her. I used to tell my mom when I grow up I want to be detective just like her, FBI just like her. I was that crazy. I just love the idea of being this detective, investigating stuff. So that was another reason why I was drawn to this Nancy Drew series, okay? And this was the first book I read from the series, The Invisible Intruder, and it's my favorite, okay, because it has this horror genre in it. I'm a very big fan of horror genre. So that was the reason I was attracted to this book, okay? And I said it's a very personal interest for me because that was my first English novel that I read, okay? So this Nancy Drew series is basically in this normally if you see in Nancy Drew, it's basically she's a woman, okay, she's a young adult, okay, and she normally goes investigate certain things that was, when people call her to go and investigate, she'll go on with her friends, a group of friends, okay, and normally she'll take on all these mysterious, cases that can't be solved by other people. She'll go in, she will directly delve in it, and she'll try to solve the case, okay. So that is how the whole journey of Nancy Drew grows in different series. So each novel, okay, each book comes in with a different story. Okay, so this one, The Invisible Intruder, is basically she will get this she'll get this call, okay, from her friend saying that there's this 5 places, okay, considered to be haunted, but everyone who's involved with that place, they feel like there was something off with it, like this whole haunted concept was something it doesn't seem very real for them. So they would request Nancy Drew to come and join the places, to investigate these places with her team, okay. So there'll be stories about places where she will encounter a haunted canoe, and she will also go to a place where she will see a phantom horse and also ghost rider, and also a medium who has a mysterious thunder sound and lightning coming out every time she does her reading or something like that, okay. So this is about how Nancy Drew and her friends, okay, they investigate these 5 places considered to be haunted, okay. And another thing about Nancy Drew that I love the most is actually her friend, okay, boyfriend, okay, Ned, okay, who's always with Nancy to help her with the cases, okay. I had a huge crush on Ned, okay, when I was in high school. I used to write all my stories, no matter, every time my teacher give me essay writing task for English, every time they want me to write a story or something, my character will always be named Ned, okay. I had a huge crush on this Ned character, okay. I still have, actually, okay. So I love that character, how it is portrayed in the story, and especially I am a big fan of Nancy Drew herself. I love her courage, her her bravery, okay, being a woman, okay, that's the biggest thing. I love everything that portrays women as being strong, being independent, and trying to achieve what they want to do, okay, trying to live their dream. So Nancy Drew for me is a character like that, even though she's a fictional character, but I feel like, I was drawn to the story because I like the concept, of a woman, she enjoys herself with her friends, but at the same time, she has this social responsibility that she's doing. So I just love the concept of a woman being portrayed as not as, weak and being someone, a victim of circumstances, but rather a very strong character who, have fun and does things her way. That's one of the biggest thing I love about Nancy Drew. So to all of you out there, okay, I'm not sure if you guys have read this book or if you guys have followed Nancy Drew series before, but that's just my personal interest, okay? So basically in this Invisible Intruder, you will see chapter by chapter, Nancy will be going from one place to the other place. She'll try to solve this problem, and most of the time you will see her being attacked by this, villains, antagonist who is in the story, okay? You will come to know who they are, okay? They will be trying to stop her adventure. They will try to stop her investigation. But one of the things that Nancy will show in this story and all her series is that Nancy Drew is not someone who steps back. She is not someone who gives up, okay? She is this really, I would say, stubborn in her own way, okay? She is into it. She takes a case, she jumps into it, she gets her feet dirty, and she will solve the case, okay? That's the biggest thing about Nancy Drew, and I love her stories, okay? How, if you read this book, how it develops, the whole story, how she goes from, so she'll be investigating these 5 places that I said, and she'll be collecting clues, okay, in the midway, and she will also be attacked, okay? She will go through a lot of trouble because of this antagonist who is trying to stop her, okay? And then finally she will get to the missing puzzle that can help her solve the entire case, okay? And it's really interesting. She'll have this group of friends who will always be there for her, including Ned and all her other friends, who's gonna help her in this investigation, who will help her in this investigation. So I really love the way the story goes, okay? And I was, the way the story was written was very interesting. The way the story they described, for example, the haunted canoe, okay? When it's written in a way that you can imagine, okay, what would you do if you see a canoe paddling on its own in front of you? That's how they describe in the story, okay? Imagine you are watching, you are near the lakeside, and suddenly you see a canoe, paddling on its own, okay, moving on its own. So what would you think, And then the way they described the phantom horse and the ghost rider, the way it gives this kind of chill, kind of this scary feeling when you read the story, okay? So I just want to say this is one of my favorite, and I love everything about the book, okay? I would love to hear what you guys are interested about. I would love to connect with you guys, so please do share your story. What is your favorite stories? Do you like Nancy Drew series like I do? And what do you think about Nancy Drew, the stories, and what is nice about the story that you like, okay? So please do share, and I'll get back with you guys next week with my personal favorite, either a book or movie or any series that I'm interested in. So please don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with me, because I'm coming back next week with another exciting and interesting story. Till then, stay blessed, stay loved, okay? Stay happy, stay wealthy. May you get all the happiness you deserve, okay? So till then, take care, and signing off, Sarah. Bye-bye.